So, for you right-handed folks doing crossers, here's something I noticed that some people do because otherwise they have a hard time beginning, is they set up, like we talked about, like this, but then they cross, they go to the middle, and then they go up. Do you know why they do that? So they remember the crosser, that they're crossed. Okay? And then they begin. Whichever direction. Because you're trying to cross here, above your head, over to the side, and back down. Now, the thing I think that's the most frustrating is trying to figure out what your hands are doing back here. So here, I'll show you real close up. Okay, we'll do that thing with the going up and facing out. See how out my arms are? My hands are facing out, my arms are facing out. See, here's in, here's out. Do you see? Okay? And this is where we start. And that's what's happening every time I start like this. It's the same. I just am beginning the move in its rotation already. Okay? Like so. Now I think the most confusing thing for most people is your body is there. So there is a hoop in front and there is a hoop in back. There is a hoop in front and there is a hoop in back. And there is a rotation with the hand, but you don't have to loosen your grip. You can be as tight with your grip as you want until you relax and become more accustomed to the move. Okay? So you're like this. You can go like this and then like this. If you'd rather start on top with yourself already crossed so that you don't get confused. You see? And what you're doing is just taking your crosser, your crossed arms, and hitting the points. Okay, so if you're facing this way, I guess this would be what? Either 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Okay, and they're all crossed each time. It's just your body is crossing too. Do you see? This is the rotation. And the only thing that's really moving in any kind of real confusing way is your wrists, and they only do it when you're behind the back here in a very exaggerated way. Okay, so let me show you that as close as I can get without getting out of camera. I'm not sure. We'll experiment with that here. And I'll try to do it right-handed for you. So, if we're going to do it this way, so that you feel already crossed, then we're going to go like this. And one hoop crosses in front, and one hoop crosses behind you. See this? I mean, I know it's on your side because you're facing to that way, but it is behind you by comparison to the one in front. Okay? So, what's happening is you're like this, see this? And you're rotating, and this is where the movements of the hands are. And they're slight, they're not majorly exaggerated. The one behind is more exaggerated than the front because it has a longer way to go in order to pass past your body, okay? So you're going like this, and then you're in a crossed position at 6 o'clock, facing down, with your grips out toward the audience, okay? And then when you come back to this position, this is how your hands look on the side of you. Do you see? Like so, like matching, mimicking each other. But your hoop, one is in front and one is in back, and you are indeed still crossed, okay? So, if you're going to do that, If you'd like, I can keep my wrists close together for you or separate them out. Whatever makes you more comfortable, we'll do both just real quick, okay? So, we're going to do the raising thing. And my elbows are out here for you, and my wrists are close together, just so you comprehend what the hands are doing, okay? So here we go. We're up like this. We rotate, and this one, the right hand, is the one that goes behind the back. So it's the more rotating one. And all it really is doing is finding a way, you're like this, it's finding a way to spin around your body back to the front so that your grip and your other grip are facing out toward the crowd. Do you see? Okay, so we're like this, and we just keep going, and we mimic it on the other side with your other hand. One, raising up in front of your body, while the left hand is going behind the body, and the grip is changing back to your first position. Okay? Okay, let's do that again. So, we started here, we're here, rotate that wrist back to first position at the bottom, then back to this position, and yes, we are still crossed, but I'm keeping my wrists together for you for now. And we'll do it the other way here in a second. Split apart so you can see also. Okay? And then, above the head, you can face your crowd, and your wrists are pointing out toward them. And then you're here again. And you just do that. And eventually, you can relax your hands, and you can really feel, and here I'll do this in my current, you can really feel how all that matters is straight planes. All that matters is that you don't have to think about your planes anymore, because you're using inertia to let the hoops pull a little bit because you're relaxed in your hands. Okay? So let's try it with this method, where the wrists aren't close together, they're more separated apart. Okay? All right. So we're going to do that lift thing just so you understand the crossing above your head here. And then we're just going to rotate these hoops and our wrists back to these positions at 3, 6, 9, and 12, like so, until we're more comfortable just going like so, because our planes have become straight by muscle memory / practice. Okay? I'll go ahead and do this in slow motion as well. If there's anything you don't understand, please contact me. I think I can help. You just have to tell me what your issue is, okay?